Depression is not just feeling sad. It's a full body disorder. It's not a matter of choice. Nobody wants to get up in the morning and say, you know what, I'm going to sit here all day and think about ways I can kill myself. But there is this belief among so many people that I've met, and it's infuriating, that if you just made the choice to get better, forget the doctors, forget treatment, you can handle this. You can't, and that's part of the stigma. People will dismiss something and say, you know, just get some rest, you'll feel better. You know, depression, that's all in your head. They are probably absolutely well-meaning, but you want to stand up and say, time out. You don't know what you're talking about. My story started in about 1998 when my husband, Martin, I got pictures of him here, left the Navy. And this picture is especially poignant for me because it's a picture of him doing what he absolutely loved, and that was flying. After he left, he became more and more depressed. And he was irritable, grumpy, impatient, argumentative. I asked him at one point, maybe we should go and talk to somebody. And he absolutely refused. And the long story short of this is that on December 1st, 1999, I came home from work and found him dead. He had hanged himself in our garage. I decided the day after he died that I wasn't going to be ashamed, and I wasn't going to let anybody denigrate him and his illness and how his illness culminated in his death and his suicide. I was going to talk about it. And the more willing people are to just open up and say, it happened, and I miss that person, but I don't want it to happen to anybody else, what I went through. The more people talk about it, the more it becomes general. And when someone says, I'm not feeling right, accept that. Don't think that they're putting on airs necessarily. Nobody's going to be snickering at the person with diabetes, with heart disease, with cancer, saying, you know, it's all a stunt. The same attention and compassion should be brought to psychiatric disorders. Every family in this country has someone who is currently living with an addiction, a behavioral health disorder. They're in recovery, or they've lost someone. People will put shame on you because they're uncomfortable with the issue, but you don't have to live that life. There is hope, there is recovery. You can have a good life. When I came out and said my husband was this vibrant, caring, loving, kind person who I saw diminish because of his illness, I had one woman start to get weepy. I thought she was getting upset thinking about what she had gone through. And she said, no, you don't understand. These are tears of hope, because I see that you have survived, that you went through the same thing I did, and that gives me hope.